There's so much that I learned today. What the story had for me was the emotional connection. I really could feel and associate. I'm a Hindu, but I see there are many similarities in terms of who you are, your sense of identity. So these are things that I think as other communities we need to really understand and appreciate. Things that is unique to the community, what it means to them, what's the story behind.
I think it was mentioned in the film that the Sikh community is a minority in a minority, which maybe a lot of Singaporeans does not have a good understanding about. So having gone through the short film, it allows me to understand the history, like how the Sikh community has come to Singapore, the culture, the values that they hold.
I may say that after all these years living in Singapore, this is the first time that I really find out how the Sikh came to Singapore and the history back in their communities. And I really understand from him that the community is decreasing in size, and this is actually a good effort and platform that the YSA has put up.
It actually reflects the whole community itself, or the struggle actually. I almost broke to tears when I see how the challenges are very hard actually to adapt, but they eventually did it together. Okay, and the support by the community, the support by parents, by families, is actually a very good thing to do.
It's a very good document for especially the non-Sikhs who are trying to understand what the Sikhs are and how they have adapted in Singapore in a multiracial, multicultural environment and the challenges that they have faced. And I think this is a very good depiction for the people who are trying to understand the Sikh community in the Singapore environment.
So what touched me the most from the film was Sarab's sharing on how he faced challenges being a person who visibly wore his faith, and the difficult decisions that he had to make and how his family supported him to overcome the challenges that he faced. And I couldn't hold back my tears at that point of time during the film, so I cried, and I cried even further when he shared about marrying his best friend who happens to be a person of a different race and ethnicity.
So the short film really exposed me to many aspects of the Sikh community, which I didn't know, despite having a lot of close Sikh friends. The initial part of the film when they talked about how women came here because they married a Singaporean, and these aspects of even my family that I can relate to, in terms of how my mother came to Singapore.
The video introduced me to a new culture called Sikh. Because some of my friends wear the steel bracelet, and I always wonder why. So now I'm glad to know more about the 5Ks and why they wear it.
We wanted to congratulate the Sikh community for this wonderful, so inspiring video. I've never had the real opportunity to see from history to transformations to identity and the preservation of culture. I think that was, it's still giving me chills. I think it was just so inspiring to see that here we have such a small community, but such tremendous impact that has been created. And there's so much more that this community has actually done which we still don't know about.
Yeah, I love the multiculturalism and bringing different cultures together based on commonalities, love for culture and love for Bhangra, or the language itself. So I think those aspects are very nice to bring any community together. So I love the fact of the commonality and the diversity in there.
We hope that this seva and the spirit of service continues between our communities, and we get inspired both ways.
I hope that the younger generation of the Sikh community can continue to embrace the values, the culture, and continue to do what is right, and also to close the gaps of the community.
It's a well spent 30 minutes of our time in Saturday here. Thank you very much.
Really, please make a time to come. I really benefited from that. Thank you.
All the best and the best wishes to the Sikh community in Singapore and around the world on the auspicious occasion of Vaisakhi this year.
I wish the Sikh community to be more contributive, adaptive and progressive in years to come, and also to always stay strong to the three pillars of Sikhism, that is Nam Japana, Van Chakana and Kirat Karna. Thank you and have a great day. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.